Hello, everyone, and welcome to episode 23 of the Grips Poker Training Show, where we teach you how to get stacking. Today, I'm going to do something a little different. Instead of having a guest on the show, we are just going to play the Grips free roll. I know that we have a really good turnout coming today. There's about 100 people playing. So for those of you who maybe it's your first time playing a free roll or you usually don't take free rolls too seriously, this is going to be a chance for you guys to learn some strategy about free rolls, learn how you can have the best chance of taking them down, and have the best chance at building your bankroll. I'm also going to expose you guys to some websites that advertise free rolls, so you can start playing more free rolls on different sites and getting a lot of shots. Shit, the microphone wasn't even on. Oh, sorry about that. Hello and welcome to episode 23 of the Grips Poker Training Show, where we teach you how to get stacking. Today, the name of the game is Free Rolls. We're going to be playing the Grips Poker Show Free Roll. We've got like 110 entrants, and I'm going to be showing you guys my cards so you guys can see what I'm doing, and hopefully I'm going to win. Actually, okay, no. Hopefully I'm going to make it deep and not actually win, because I'd rather one of the viewers takes down the first place prize rather than me, but I still want to show you guys good strategy. So given that the topic of the day is free rolls, I'm going to also introduce you guys to websites where you can learn about other free rolls that are going on and have more shots at building that bankroll without ever having to make that first deposit. And then we're also going to talk a little bit about what Betfair is doing to help you guys boost your bankroll and build it up as quickly as possible so you can start playing real money tournaments and real money cash games rather than being stuck just in the land of the free rolls. So first thing I want to introduce to you guys is freerollsmonitor.com. This is a website that's totally free that lists all the free rolls and small buy-in tournaments that are going on at any time of the day. So you can sort it by, if you just want to play no limit tournaments, you just uncheck some boxes, and then you can say I only want to play $0 to $2 tournaments, and boom, there you go. On all the different networks, you can see what tournaments are available. So that's pretty sweet, and it works for any buy-in tournament. Let's say you're someone who likes to play $50 freeze-outs, but you don't know what site you want to play on. You just say, I want to play $50 to $100 buy-in tournaments, no limit and pot limit, speed, and fast tournaments, and boom, there you go. You can see Minted, Poker Stars, Party, Carbon, Betfair, all sorts of stuff. And then you can get the prize pool, so you can start expanding your tournament horizons and playing on more different sites and finding that value and finding those tournaments that you really enjoy. Also, Betfair is doing something that's pretty cool. They're really trying to help out the new players these days, and I think that's really awesome that they're doing that. So here's what they got going. 48 cash free rolls every day, and that does not include the Grips Poker Show Invitational. That would make 49. And also they have these bankroll booster tournaments where they add money to the prize pool, and it's like kind of playing like double the stakes for half the price. So for like these $25 added ones, if 100 players register and you put up 25 cents, you're effectively getting to play a 50-cent tournament. If only 50 people register, you're getting to play a $1 tournament. So you're getting a lot of added value by playing in these tournaments. Also, there are the rebuy and add-on ones, which are kind of cool because you can get an advantage over the people who are only going to buy in once if you're willing to buy in 2 or 3 times. So that's pretty cool. But as promised, we're going to be railing this tournament, and looks like no one's busted out yet. Oh no, someone busted. We missed the action. Cooler on my table. King Jack versus Queens. Just going to get everything ready. Oh, you guys can see that I'm getting them loaded up. Well, bam. So we'll put my table, make my table bigger, a little bit bigger. There. So we're going to sweat the action and see who's going to take this thing down. It's a lot of players. So just going to follow the action, and if we see anything cool going down, we're just going to pop the table over. And as we get deeper, I'm going to do some analysis on like strategic play, so you guys can know where you might be making mistakes or where you might be making great plays. Getting all in with ace-7 offsuit on table 10 over there. Table 9, not the greatest play. Same with the jack-3 suited and the queen-deuce suited, but I guess these guys just really didn't give a fuck. Came to gamble. And that's something that you're going to see a lot of in free rolls, and that's where you can get a lot of value in free rolls. The fact that a lot of people are just trying to play the tournament and just fuck it off. They aren't really caring. They're just like, whatever. It's a free roll. I got nothing to lose. I'm going to go all in a bunch. You can get a lot of value by patiently waiting for hands like ace jack and better, pocket nines and better, and getting it in really good for a full stack. Like ace 9 suited here. It's fine hand to open. I don't see the need to just rip it all in, but again, that's just the free roll mindset. So I got threes. I'm gonna call and try to play a multi-way pot. I don't want to inflate the pot too much pre-flop because there's the possibility someone's just gonna jam it on me or re-raise and put me in a position where I maybe can't call because there's not enough stack behind. So in those situations, I want to minimize my investment pre-flop before getting to that point in the hand where I might get shut out. Hopefully we'll just flop a fucking set though. Get paid. Oh, like here, this is becoming a really good spot now. It's only going to be 40 more chips to see the flop, and I have 1440 behind, so my implied odds are infinitely big. I'm closing the action. It's going to be a multi-way pot, and those are the things you're looking for when you have a pocket pair. Unfortunately, I didn't hit my set, but 60 chips, like 4% of my stack, no big deal. When you're putting in 10% of your stack, 20% of your stack, 30% of your stack to try to flop sets and not getting there, that's when it starts to become a little bit of a problem. 8-9 overplay. Damn it! Would have hit a fucking straight. And that is not the way you should be thinking about hands. It's all about making the best decision at the time, given the information you have, and not worrying about the results, because you can't predict the future. You have no control over that. It's not on yet? It's on the delay. It'll be on in like 2 seconds. All right, for a min raise, ace-9 off, I'm gonna defend. Let's see a flop, and then play pot control, play cautious. 20. All right, I'll call. Ooh, traps. That's a pretty good spot. I guess I'm gonna let him keep betting, and then if he obliges, it's gonna start jacking up the pot. But ooh, aces versus 10-4. GG, Alteranzo. Thanks for coming out. I'll just bet small, try to get paid. Didn't get paid. Guess he had nothing. There we go. Now we got a sweat. right. People still just blasting all in like crazy. Oh, we got the king nine off all in pre. That's not good. Pocket tens. I mean, it's not the worst. It's a lot of big blinds to be putting in there. What are you gonna do? Wow, how does this king nine guy have so many fucking chips? He's been running pretty good. Yeah, so talking about free rolls. Free rolls are a great way to build a bankroll because there's so many of them. You have no risk. You don't have to put up any money. All you've got to do is commit your time. You get to win real money, which you can then use to run up a bankroll. I believe Annette 15 actually initially built up her bankroll by playing free rolls when she was underage. Could be wrong on that, but I'm pretty sure that's what I've heard. And then she ended up becoming one of the most successful tournament players of all time. So there's nothing wrong with starting at these free rolls. Like if you can't put together the scratch to get money online, play a free roll. If you can get lucky and you can bank, then you got a starting point, and then you just have nowhere to go from there but up. Because if you get busted, well, you're at the same starting point you were before. You still haven't risked any money, so it's a great risk-free way to build up the bankroll. The competition is very soft. No matter what free roll you play, whether you're playing a private free roll where the field is smaller, or you're playing like the big Hubble's free rolls on stars with 10,000 people, the competition is still very soft. And it's also really good practice playing in those ones, because the big tournaments that pay out a lot of money, like the 200K guaranteed on Betfair on Sunday, or the Sunday Million, the Sunday Challenge on iPoker, the Mega Deep on Pacific Poker. All these tournaments are pretty large field ones, ranging from 1,000 people to 8,000 people. So if you can get the experience in a free roll, learning how to outlast 9,000, 10,000 people, you're going to be well prepared for those tournaments. And I know what you guys are saying. You're saying, Evan, man, like the play in a free roll is nowhere close to the level of skill that we're going to be running into, $200 freeze out. And that's true on some levels. You don't have those guys who are just going all in every hand and just not giving a fuck. But what you do have is you have a lot of satellite players who are playing a $200 tournament that they qualified for $1 or $5. And the skill level of that player on average is going to be a lot less than what you'd expect from a $200 tournament. And also in these free rolls, once those guys who just go all in every hand get eliminated, then you get a more kind of like reasonable skill level, because there are people who are playing the free roll just to get it in. Maggie's asking me if I saw her get busted. Yeah, I saw you, but I was in thought right now, so I'll give you unlucky. But yeah, once those people who are just eliminated, who are trying to like bust, are gone, you get the people who are really trying their hardest to win the free roll. And those players are going to play similar in style to the people who are really trying to win a Sunday major. They may not be as skilled, but they're still going to have the heart. And they're still not going to be making like mistakes left, right, and center. Now, yeah, the difference between someone who's playing freeze outs on the regular versus free rolls is that someone has already built up their bankroll. It's that simple. At one point they probably were someone who started out playing free rolls or made a deposit and started out playing small tournaments and worked their way up to those big flagship events. And there's no reason that anyone who's watching this show can't do the same. It's all about just putting in the hard work and putting in the effort. So for those of you who are really serious about your game and you want to get better and you're aspiring to become, a poker star, you want to make it on TV and play those live tournaments, Love it. Love it that you're excited and you're passionate about it because it's something that can be done. Some people think that poker is a gift. Being good at poker is just something you're born with, and it's not true. There are some things that can be helpful, if you're just naturally quick with numbers or you have a good feel for people and a good sense of body language and stuff, you can read people well. Now that definitely helps. But at the end of the day, most of the people who do the best in the poker community, whether it's online or live, are the people who put in the most work. The people who work hard at it. They spend time studying, they spend time reviewing their play, they spend time talking with friends, searching out information, doing everything they can to pack as much info into their brain as possible and to understand. Now, you guys might be saying, well, I don't know, it's expensive to get all those books and these training sites. They cost a lot. And, for me, I'm just trying to play this free roll right now. How am I going to pay $100 a month for a training site? Well, the good news is you don't have to, because I've taken the liberty of putting forth my efforts to teach anyone who wants to learn the game of poker for free. And anyone who, is interested in getting some material, hit up my YouTube, youtube.com/Gripst. There's over 100 videos there now with me playing limits ranging from 5 cent, 10 cents, all the way to 510 no limit. And also, for those of you who are new to the whole Grips poker training community, I have a show Monday through Thursday at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, which I believe is like 10 p.m. GMT for all you UK people out there. And anyone who wants to be on the show can be on the show. If you're serious about improving your game and you're willing to, put in the effort, you can be on the show. All you got to do is go to facebook.com/Gripst and fill out the application. And if you're the lucky one who gets selected, you're going to be on the show and you get to spend 45 minutes to an hour with me, talking hands, talking strategy. The student just plays a session for ideally 4 to 6 tables. We just go through hands, and then we'll talk about the strategy of the hands as we play them, and also it's a free Q&A session. If you want to ask me anything, then yeah, I'm all yours for anyone who gets selected for the show. So to get on it, it's on Facebook, and if you want to see what the Grips Poker Show is all about, just hit up the YouTube channel and watch the past episodes. There are about 20 of them, covering sit and go tournaments, multi-table tournaments, cash games, full ring, shorthanded. We try to cover everything, and the more variety that you guys can bring me in terms of what you're interested in, the more stuff we can cover. But anyway, enough about that. A lot of people have been getting busted out of the free roll and getting pissed that I'm not giving them any coverage. So we're going back, and we're going to watch that. Ace Queen, I'm going to raise. For sure, I'm going to raise. And we are currently down to 79 players. Ooh, what a cooler. Pocket eights, get done. Like to give a shout out to Vegas Gal 62 for actually tuning into the show while playing the free roll. A lot of the bums out here, they're in the free roll and they're watching the show. I mean, and that's just their own loss, because the people who are watching the show are going to be the people who are getting the information to learn how to win this thing and then eventually learn how to build up a bankroll. People who want to just play the free roll and just screw around, best of luck to you, but they're at a serious disadvantage to the people who are actually tuning in, actually getting that training so they can learn how to win these things. I didn't bother c-betting with my ace queen because I didn't think that someone in a free roll is going to fold any pair. And if he had an unpaired hand, my ace queen was probably the best hand. So I just kept the pot small, checked it down, tried to get to the showdown, and turns out my ace queen wasn't good, but I didn't really lose much in the process. Nothing significant. Trixie hitting a nice flop with the Jack 7 suited. Little suited jab. Nice flush. And we got Kevin, no good. Oh, blackjack. 6-7 offsuit, getting 5-1. Nah. The cards are just kind of like, oh my god, I would have flopped 2 pair. As if I actually catch it that time. If I'm gonna overcall a raise there, I either want to have A, deeper stacks, B, suitedness, or C, higher connectors. Because even the times that I do flop 2 pair with 6-7, it's very rarely going to be top 2, although somehow they make me look real bad, Betfair. I'm trying to show the students that you don't need to just call because you're in the big blind. Just gave me a full house. Oh, we got a cooler. Nice flush for Blanco. How does KO Mish go broke with kings on an ace-high board? Let's check that hand history out. No, yes. Okay, so we got Blanco defends. Blanco defends with a suited connector. Big suited connector, that's fine. Good implied odds hand. Gets the king high, flops the joint and bets out small. KO Mish calls, and then Blanco lets him know the strength of his hand on the turn by betting full pot, and KO Mish couldn't fold kings. And there is one of the values of playing free roll tournaments. Okay, 15 chips here, getting 9-1, 5-10 offsuit. What flop am I hoping for? What am I trying to hit? And then even if I do hit a flop, like, 5-10 deuce, what are the odds that I'm actually going to get paid off on that hand? So going really speculative with those hands from the small blinds just isn't necessary. I think it's better to save your chips and try to put them in spots where you think you have a better chance of doing well. Oh, we got another all in, ace-9 offsuit, no good. 30 big blinds, a little bit much to be committing with ace-9 off, and he got punished. And as always on the show, we're going to be taking questions from people who are watching live at twitch.tv/Gripst. Just anyone who's asking around questions in the chat room. We're going to take those in a bit. As I am going to take a flop in position with King 10 suited. And with top pair good kicker, I don't think I'm going to be folding. This is a hand that, with your suited Broadway hands, you want to call raises when you're deep enough. Try to flop top pair, try to flop strong draws and go with them. They're not hands that you really want to re-raise with, because if the other player then moves all in on you, it's a pretty shitty spot, and you don't want to fold a hand that had a good chance of connecting with the flop. And fortunately, take that one down. So Ghost Striker's asking about tournaments with 100 to 500 people and the best way to play them. I got something for you, Ghost Striker. Just give me a second to set it up. Oh, that's too big. Okay. Ace Queen, we're going to re-isolate all in. Hopefully either, okay, we're flipping. We're flipping, come on. Give me the queen, no spade, no spade. Keep it colorful, keep it colorful. Hell yeah, doubled up. So yeah, anyone who's interested in learning how to do well in these free rolls and any tournaments in general, just hit up my YouTube channel and find the MTT strategy guide. It's a 10-part series. The first part just tells you about general game theory for MTTs and what you have to do to have that winning mindset and have the best chance of taking them down. Then I cover strategies for early stage play, middle stage play, late stage play, and of course the final table. I introduced the arsenal of weapons, what you can do with a short stack, and then also how to play with a big stack. And finally, I teach adjustments for satellite tournaments, large field tournaments, and live tournaments. So anyone who's interested in learning how to have the best chance of doing well in MTTs, just head on over to the Grips Poker Training channel on YouTube and watch that video series, and you will get all the info you need to give you the best chance of doing well in multi-table tournaments. Whoop. Can't see that. All right, for all in, I'm not really trying to do it with King Queen. Looks like I would have had live cards, but you know, it was just too much of my chips to commit on a gamble. Trying to see the cheap flops with hands that I think will play well post flop, but when it comes to committing all my chips, I want to make sure that I either have A, a really premium hand, or B, really good fold equity. Yeah, that's what I was looking for. Fold equity.